Born in 1984, Craig has built a life rooted in joy, connection, and true hometown pride. He lives with his mom, who's his biggest supporter and biggest fan. Together, they've created a life filled with love, laughter, and meaningful involvement in their community.
I'm Craig.
And how old are you, Craig?
I'm 40.
Craig has always been a sports fan, from Special Olympics to Aberdeen School Sports to his loyalty to the Seahawks. Craig is a man of many interests and talents. He's been working since 2006 and is always eager to lend a hand. Whether it's helping with a task or showing up to support a team, Craig gives his all with a smile and a positive attitude that never fades.
I work at Walmart and I work for Aberdeen High School.
Okay, so what do you do at Walmart?
I'm sorry. I clean the patio and I water the flowers and I clean and straighten the shelves up.
Okay, so are you responsible for keeping all those flowers alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
During the summer, and we all water them together.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
And you put the returns back.
I returns back every day I go in, I returns away.
Oh, that's cool. So, how long have you worked at Walmart?
This year in July will be 19 years.
Well, I got a call, gosh, I'm not sure how many years ago, but Irene Brand was the manager at Walmart, that Craig was going to be suspended from his job. And I thought, oh my gosh, what did he do? And she goes, well, he went to lunch late 2 days in a row. I said, he didn't take a longer lunch or anything? No, he just went to lunch late. And I said, okay. So I came to the office to pick him up, and she told me that you're going to have to return in 2 days and face a jury of his peers and a written response to the allegations. And I thought, well, you know, he doesn't read or write. So, and she goes, oh, well, he can verbalize it to the jury. And I thought, okay. And we came back 2 days later, and for some reason there must have been something that happened, but the job coach couldn't be there, and they wouldn't allow me to go into the jury, you know, to face the jury with Craig. So I had to stay out in the hallway. And when you know, I was pacing back and forth, just sick to my stomach, and all of a sudden the doors open and all these people come out, and you know, they're crying and they're hugging Craig, and they said, everything is going to be fine. And I said, well, Craig, what happened? And he goes, well, they asked me, did you go to lunch late on this day? And he said, yes. And did you go to lunch late this next day? And he said, yes. And they said, but he goes, but I went home and I asked Jesus for forgiveness. He told them. So you know, they felt so bad, I think, you know, that they said that what they were going to do was just cut his hours down to 4 hours so he never has to take his lunch late again, you know, to keep his job.
He's also known for his incredible team spirit. Craig is the Aberdeen Bobcats' honorary football coach, chosen unanimously to receive the first ever Bob Delante Award, a recognition that reflects how deeply respected and admired he is.
What did you mean?
We went off of the Tupu.
Yeah, Lofa Tutupu from the Seahawks was there, and he had his jersey signed.
My jersey signed and Zach's jersey signed. Zach got a jersey and I getting him signed for him. And then we met a lot of celebrities, a lot of celebrity players there.
And
nice.
I mean, he had a lot of good experiences when he was playing with Special Olympics. They even got to go to training camp up at the center, and you met
Hasselbeck and Mike Holmgren, our coach.
And they got to be on the field, and yeah.
That's really cool.
And Craig wore his old jersey. I was working and I came home and I said, did you get your jersey signed? And he goes, yes. And he showed me, and it was the old jersey with the numbers that weren't sewn on. And so he goes, I said, why didn't you take your, you know, field jersey that, you know, is like $300 jersey and have him sign that? And he goes, well, I didn't want him to ruin it.
That's good. That's good. He's also the manager for Aberdeen baseball and never misses a home game, not even the Babe Ruth League ones. Rain or shine, Craig is there, cheering on his teams and offering support however he can. Are there particular organizations or things that have really helped with that?
Oh, absolutely. It's an answer to prayer. I think as a mother, that's kind of like your worst fear of what kind of life is he going to have? You know, who's going to come to his birthday parties? Is he going to have any friends? You know, are people going to make fun of him? You know, what is this going to look like for him? It's been such a blessing, this community, like I said, his answer to prayer. I mean, he is surrounded by love, and the children in this community, from the little ones all the way up to high school to who have graduated, have let him be such a part of this community and be on the field to help coach at football games and basketball games and be totally integrated in baseball. He's busy year-round. He has a better social life than anybody else in my family. You know, he's surrounded by job support for the community at CAP that will, you know, iron out any issues he may have at work, to be there as his support so he can continue to be successful working, which is so important to him, to feel valued and to make his own money. You know, he has people at church that look out for him.
One of Craig's proudest roles is serving as the official church door greeter. Proudly dressed in his greeter gear, his warm welcome is a highlight for many who attend services. His presence sets the tone for kindness, acceptance, and community. People often say that being with Craig is like walking with a rock star. Cars honk, people wave, and conversations naturally flow around him. His ability to connect is truly something special. Craig shares a loving home with his mom, who beams with pride when talking about him. She says, "I couldn't ask for a better life for Craig. He's never stressed, he's surrounded by friends, and he's so involved in his community. It's everything a mother could hope for."
You know, after the games, they'll take him out. William Raybong has been amazing, that will, you know, take him to dinner after the games a couple times a month, and they say, you know, they're two fat men on the town. You know, they've, at his 21st birthday party, when we had him, you know, getting his first drink at the bar, we must have had 50 people from the community that saw Craig and us there. And since we don't look anything alike, they were so worried that, "What are you doing in here, buddy? Let's get you a soda and get you home." I mean, person after person, and I just had to say thank you so much.
As if his schedule wasn't full enough, Craig shares his happiness with someone special, a longtime girlfriend, who brings even more joy to his already full and vibrant life.
This year he won the Bob Delahunty Spirit Award. It was the first year that it's been awarded to anybody, and so at the end of the football season at the awards, you know, Craig got that.
Well,
you know,
we didn't know till you got
we,
text.
we didn't know.
Take that
They
text.
said, you know, "Get here quick, you know, Craig is getting an award." And, you know, it was, what an honor. What an honor.
We were at Tom's house.
Yeah, I was up at my brother's house.
No, you weren't. We were.
We were.
You were home.
Oh, I had to get you. It was a secret. I had to get you there without you knowing that you were getting this award. But I mean, there's almost too many things to even mention, because it's been ongoing from the time he's been about 18 months until now. The support from this whole community. I mean, it takes a village, and boy, do we have a great village. I wouldn't move him out of this community for anything.
No, you wouldn't.
You know, our plan is to keep Craig at home, and my son is our respite care worker that takes care of Craig when I'm at work. You got to keep an eye on this one, because 1 minute, 10 minutes, and 100 minutes all look the same on the microwave to Craig, and we've got it on fire a few times.
We did. Well, I won one.
He doesn't stop pushing the zeros till no more goes in.
We got a new one now, so I can.
Well, we have a new one, and hopefully it won't be amber colored, you know, so we just got to keep you, you know, keep a watch on you. But, you know, Zach is planning on, if something happens to me, just to keep Craig in this same area where he's used to. And I asked Zach, I said, "Well, what happens if you get a girlfriend that, you know, doesn't want your brother around?" He goes, "Well, then she won't be my girlfriend. You know, they're going to be a match set no matter what." So, yep, your best buddies. So.
Yep.
Craig's best life isn't measured by compliments or attention. It's measured by the joy he brings, the connections he makes, and the love he shares with everyone around him. His life reminds us that when we lead with kindness and stay true to ourselves, we all have the power to live our best lives.
So I guess you're rather thankful for this community.
Oh, there's no words.
Yeah.
There's no words for this community.
No words.
Just what a blessing. I mean, what a blessing Craig is, what a blessing this community is. It just, it makes me cry.
Yeah, it's really
It's been just wonderful. I couldn't ask for a better life.